Hello everyone, and welcome to our Camtasia presentation for the day. Um, if you remember me, I'm Joe Coates, the University Archivist here at Purdue University Northwest. But today, instead of doing archive stuff, we're going to go over um, our Hein Online. So because I don't use this very often, I'm going to just try to redo what we did in class and go over a few things in order, so you'll have something to look back on if you forget something. So one thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to library. We are going to scroll down to databases, and we're going to go to H and Hein Online. Now, when we get to Hein Online, we want to remember that there's all kinds of things that you can use this for, especially if you're a political science person. So we have all kinds of Supreme Court, religion and the law. Um, there's a history of international law. There's a legal classics, which go way, way back into the 1800s, gun legislation, all kinds of fun stuff. But what we're going to go over today is we want to go over case law. So when we go up to the top, we're going to click on case law and we're going to go to fast case. You remember what we were talking about earlier when we were talking about different Boolean searches that we can do in order to use a controlled vocabulary. And I don't remember the terms that we used last week, but we did start with going over court, and we went to Indiana. So this will go over every Indiana court that we that exists with the key term Indiana. It works the same for every state or federal, or I think it does a little bit of international law, but not much. Then we want to change these to do keyword. So as we were going through, remember we looked at divorce and we looked at civil. And when we did that, what it did was it gave us all the divorce cases in Indiana, but it got rid of any civil cases. Now you can use some of this, but it's a little bit easier when we go in and use the click boxes that are given to us on the side. Yeah, so if you look up here, we have 554 cases. That is a lot to cover. Over here, it does give us the option to pick articles, different cases that are related to this. But one of the big limiters we're going to use 2010 to 2015. Some of those 2016 to present cases, depending on what you're working on, are going to be could still be underway. I mean, some of these could still be underway. Court cases can take a long, long time. But one of the things that we want to look at, we want to limit those dates. We don't want to have to go over too much information. You may think, oh, I need all the cases I can get. But remember, you have to read all of these, and that's really not something that you really want to be working on. It's a lot of work. We can also go to jurisdiction. So let's say we look at the Supreme Court of Indiana. This gives us a good, solid 10 cases to choose from. We can look at location. We can look at people. We can look at organizations, all kinds of stuff. When we want to look at a case, just take a look here. Just for an example, this gives you the whole case. You can download this. You can save it to Hein Online. There's different things that you can do with this. So as long as the biggest part to remember is doing Boolean searching. In one of our other databases, we have, and I'll probably add it to this. We have our library guides. Oh, by the way, your guide will be found down here. I'm going to make that available as soon as I get that video up. Mine should be, I did put it up, but where did I put it under? I'm not sure. Anyway, you're going to have a video right where this blank spot is. That's where this video is going to be. But we do a video tutorial on different parts of how to do Boolean searching, and I think that there is a guide for that. Yeah, I'll move this Boolean operator over to your site so you'll be able to find what you need, okay? So I think we're running under 10 minutes, which should be sufficient for right now. If any of you need any help, feel free to contact me. My email is, you can contact me here, or you can go to, as it says on the screen, jcoates@pnw.edu. My one favor that I ask of you is that you send it via your Purdue email address. I have a tendency to not go through personal email address because of security issues. So I'm going to get this up. I want to apologize for not having this up on Friday. My computer in Westville does not have Camtasia on it anymore, and I'm not quite sure why, but I have it on this one, so that's why I wanted to get this up today. So thank you very much. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. If you need any help, let me know. Let any of our other librarians know. Be more than happy to help. Thanks. Have a great day.